Houston. I'm going over the Pearland real estate market, looking at the first quarter and comparing it to the fourth quarter and the first quarter from a year ago. I also do videos for other areas nearby, Sienna, Missouri City, which includes Sienna, Sugar Land, Katy and Fulshear, and Richmond, Rosenberg. So if you're interested in those areas, check those out too. But yeah, let's look at Pearland. First, just want to touch on interest rates. Everything I'm doing is from the first quarter of 2023 on in these videos. So everything captures the higher interest rate environment, I guess, the 6 to 8% range that we've been in for the last, let's see, what is that, 18 months or so? So yeah, you can see kind of how the numbers play out. Well, the last slide is months of inventory. You can see when interest rates were down here, how hot things were and how that changed it. But interest rates have been pretty steady over the last 18 months. I mean, there's been some ups and downs, but we're in the same range. So just something to be aware of as I go through this. So the home sold, this is just resale we're going to start with. Fairly steady. Again, we're all in that high interest rates environment. When I was doing videos before, when we were in this rising environment, you would see a big drop off, which totally makes sense. Buyers don't want to buy in that interest rate range. Sellers might want to sell, but they have to buy something new and they don't want to lose their 3% mortgage. The longer we stay in this range, though, I think people are going to get tired of it and just going to have to make that move. Some people just have to move. They just can't live in their situation any longer. So anyway, pretty steady here. Selling price has actually increased quite a bit. Oh, I should mention, I don't think I touched on it. It's I'm doing Pearland, and I added Iowa Colony and Manvel just to capture some of that new construction area that's kind of Pearland driven, but obviously Pearland's mostly built out, so most of the new construction is happening in nearby areas. So I just kind of picked Iowa Colony and Manvel. There's some other areas that could be included too, but those are the only two I included in this. And if you watch some of my older videos, I've been doing that for at least a year. So anyway, price appreciation happening over last year, and kind of shows through in price per square foot too. So year over year, $7 increase price per square foot. Now I'm just going to move on to new homes. So the amount of new homes sold, yeah, just kind of an up and down here. I don't know what that, new homes are kind of tough. It could just be like builders had more lots available. I'm sure they're building as fast as possible. In most areas, things are selling pretty good new construction wise. Maybe as new communities and sections come online, this will start popping up again. We'll just have to see how it works out next quarter. As for pricing, pretty steady, and we'll look on the price per square foot side of things. It's actually, again, matching resale where there's like actually a $7 increase. So that high interest rate environment is not pulling down prices yet in the Pearland area. It's actually, prices are still increasing. So we'll see how that looks next quarter. Next quarter was the busier quarter of the two. So we'll see how that goes. This is the months of inventory. That was a mistake. That shouldn't be there. But 6 months is considered a balanced market. Anything below 6 is a seller's market. So it's always a seller's market in Pearland. You can see we're about under a month of inventory here when the interest rates were really low. And then obviously months of inventory started climbing generally as those interest rates went up. Now it looked like it was heading up, but now we're heading back down. So we'll just have to see how that looks next quarter. But that is, let's see, that's about 2.5, if I'm reading that right, 2.5 months of inventory. So not a crazy hot market, like homes aren't flying off the shelves or anything, but yeah, it's still definitely a seller's market. You can see with the pricing too that things are still looking good for sellers. So we'll just see how that looks next quarter. Thanks a lot for watching. Like I said, check out some of my other videos. Every quarter I do these market updates, plus I make a lot of other content too. All right, thanks again. Bye.